do right now.
I love you, guys.
Any requests?
Active club status, host 550 people at the 5th annual free Translating Identity Conference, and have $1,500 left over for next year. For years, we've seen too many bright LGBTQ faculty members leave UVM, and we've struggled along with too little financial support from UVM's administration. Today, we can be proud of how faculty and staff have given of their hearts and minds to make UVM a better place for all of us. We can also thank our friends from the Diversity and Equity Unit who have supported the LGBTQA community once again by donating funds from their own budgets so that John Mejia could join the team of LGBTQA services in the new position of Education Outreach Coordinator, and so that we could employ our amazing graduate assistant, Chris Purcell, and our new graduate assistant in the coming year. Thank you. What a difference friends make. Members of our community have continued to be targets of bias and harassment, of physical and sexual assault this year. While every one of us feels the pain of that, we can all share renewed hope today, kindled by hundreds of students who challenged hate on this campus last week outside Williams Hall. They peacefully confronted two right-wing protesters by displaying rainbow stickers we handed out to them, raising makeshift signs that said things like, "I love gays, I love Buddhists, I love everyone," and declaring that hate has no place at UVM. Today, we get to celebrate all the ways our community has answered the challenges placed before us. And we get to bask in recognition bestowed on LGBTQ students, staff, and faculty members for their excellence and service to UVM and beyond. Today, our hearts can swell with pride as our determination to carry on the good work is recharged. May the celebration begin. Now I'd like to turn the stage over to J.B. Barna and John Mejia, who are going to be your hosts for this afternoon's awards. Thank you all for being here.
And now for a change of pace. We're going to hear remarks from UVM staff, shuttle driver Margaret Jackson, who will be introduced by psychology professor Lynne Bond.
UVM's LGBTQA community is special, right? But just because we're special doesn't mean we're small and exclusive. No, quite the contrary. The whole point of this is you're broad and inclusive. And in fact, part of just about every dimension of the UVM campus. And that's in part what we're celebrating today. And so as a part of this annual ceremony, we traditionally have a speaker who maybe some of you know and others of you don't know, but who can share his or her or their experiences about what their life has been like, their perspectives, their perceptions, their communications, their connections on this campus and beyond. I am really delighted to have the opportunity to introduce Margaret Jackson to you. Margaret has been a shuttle driver here with UVM Transportation since 1992, 15 years. But we were just realizing that Margaret and I have known each other for double that amount of time. We were both in preschool at the time, of course. I met Margaret about 30 years ago in New York City when I went down with my partner, David, to celebrate New Year's Eve at Times Square. Never do it. Do not do it. And he decided he wanted to introduce me to his sister, Linda, who was Margaret's partner. And so, in that last 30 years, Margaret and I have shared quite a journey together in a lot of ways. We became in-laws, which has been very exciting. We became conspirators at the family dinner table. Someone has to laugh at the family, and she and I, as outsiders, can see what's going on. We've also shared some tremendous adventures, raising our respective kids, high-spirited cousins, who are really like siblings with each other. And Margaret's daughter, Molly, is here. Where's Molly hiding? Stand up, Molly! And one of my kids, Ethan, is here, who refuses to stand up. I told you, high-spirited! I hope that many of you already know Margaret, because she is so worth knowing. If you haven't met her yet, you might find that at first meeting she's somewhat quiet, although certainly not without opinions, certainly unassuming, very non-pretentious, which makes her so accessible and welcoming to anyone who bumps into her. But I think that, instantly as you get to know Margaret, you can't help but learn what an amazing person she is, and amazing in so many sort of subtle and complex ways. It's, of course, very difficult to summarize somebody, listing characteristics, but that's exactly what I felt I had to do for today. And so, as I was thinking about Margaret and what I know of her, I think 3 characteristics really have stood out for me. First, she's very, very wise. She observes, she listens carefully, she really tries to take in what's going on around her, how other people are feeling or thinking, what she sees in terms of dynamics, and really processes it and integrates it with her tremendous personal breadth of experience. I mean, this is a woman who has been a musician, who worked in postal services, who drove a cab in New York City. She has traveled around the world, spending time in Japan and Africa, really has an amazing range of experiences that she pulls together. She's a very wise and thoughtful individual. She is also someone with a wonderfully wry sense of humor. And that is not to say she doesn't like corny jokes and spews them out herself. But really a wonderful sense of humor, and can laugh at herself and help us all laugh at sort of life and what there is for us.